Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And now,
and we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. That one pulled foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. That misses. Now 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now here is some Kim Gallen. Certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Barosa makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
And takes low for ball 1.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
Swung on, belted. That's back. That's not coming back. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Freddie Freeman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two outs, base is empty. Fouled off left side. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Roki Sasaki. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
And here it comes. Geraldo Perdomo leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball one. 1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Sasaki checks over to first, and he's back. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Breaking ball gets the corner for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hernandez settles underneath it. Corrals it. And there's one away. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Pavin Smith.
And a foul ball. Perdomo stands at first with one out. Pickoff throw. Perdomo back on a dive.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Line drive, caught. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now at the plate, Will Smith. Gallen back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's Max Muncy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm.
1 ball, 2
in the dirt, blocked. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Santana makes the grab, 1 away. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit.
Number 44, Andy Pajes.
Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball. right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On a second, they get 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Bottom of the second. And now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan
Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time.
Let's go, Nado.
Next offering is foul back. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Come on, Nolan.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Puts it away for the out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. This one smoked out to left. Hernandez makes the grab for the second out. Alec Thomas now.
7, the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Out to short. Fires across the diamond. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back at the play. Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. A little bit high maybe, and it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Hernandez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Let's go, Diamondbacks.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fastball is outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
batting,
He was a
right fielder,
strikeout victim his
Kyle
first time.
Tucker.
Close
Ball
one.
one.
Doesn't get the call. 1-0. That's a little bit low. Oh, he
Ball
doesn't
three.
get the call. And it's 3-0.
3-0.
There's a strike. And Kyle Tucker will
That's
take
ball
his
four.
base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is
The
going to have
batter,
a
number
very
6,
aggressive secondary
second
lead.
baseman.
So a ball down the line
Kim.
or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Kim,
Ball
the next
one,
to
no
hit,
strike.
takes ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Gallen checks on the runner.
Safe.
Tucker off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Set for the bottom of the
Leading up
3rd,
for
and
the
here is
Diamondbacks,
Jorge
the left
LaRosa.
fielder, Jorge LaRosa.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a foul out of play. And 1 and
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's
Batting
one
ninth,
down.
The right fielder.
Here's the rookie
number
right
13.
fielder. Swing and a foul straight back. Off
Nope,
the plate,
outside.
and a count even 1-1. Fought off foul. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
We got full count.
1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Sasaki. Back to the top of the
Up
lineup.
next for the
Stepping in,
Diamondbacks,
Geraldo
the
Perdomo.
shortstop,
1 for
Geraldo
1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Right through there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Next offering
that's
is
out.
outside. Next
That's
one misses. 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the
Leading off for Los
ballpark.
Angeles,
Start of the fourth.
designated
Here's
hitter,
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Come on, D-backs.
That's in there. Strike one.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering misses. Going to count 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That missed inside, and the count is 2-2. And downstairs.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made. That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Keep it on the ground. Turn 2.
Gallen checks on the runner. Ohtani back in.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Come on, D-backs. Let's go.
Outside, that's a ball.
Outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one finds its way through. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Smith in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Let's go, Diamondbacks. Woo!
That missed by a lot. 2-0. Freeman on at first. Nobody out. That's outside. 3-0. And ball 4 to aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The third baseman,
First and
number
second.
13,
No outs. Max Muncy, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line to center. Thomas makes the play. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. And up next for
The
Los
center
Angeles,
fielder, number
Andy
44,
Pajes.
Andy
0 for 1 so
Pajes.
far.
Here we go, turn 2.
Let's go, D-backs.
There goes the runner. Hit in the air, center field. Thomas under this one. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 3-zip.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Tap foul at the plate. Two outs. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-2 now. And Mookie takes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Santana. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom four, here's Ketel Marte. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And it's fouled away. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
2-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting, the designated
and now the
hitter,
DH, Hayden Smith.
Smith.
Let's do it, D-backs.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So
Now
up next,
batting,
Gabriel
the catcher,
Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
Right through there for a strike. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Gallen back to work. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. Gone! He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a run. It's 4-0. Brandon Garcia gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So digging in, Sung Kim. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Outside low. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Perdomo on the run. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
All over that one right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
That's a ball.
Runner on the go. Freeman hits it in the air. And that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
There's
up
Nolan
for the
Arenado.
Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
That one fouled off.
You know, these D-backs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting, the first
Carlos
baseman,
Santana will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one drifts inside.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The center fielder.
And now the center fielder,
5,
Alec Thomas. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Check swing went around. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Let's go, D-back. Come on, D-back. Come on, you can do it.
Got him looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side in the 5th. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the Top
Leading
half
off for
of
Los
inning
Angeles,
number
the
6.
catcher,
And up
Will
to the plate is
Smith.
Will Smith. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Barossa makes the grab, one down. Max
Now
Muncy at the
Third
dish.
baseman,
Good
Max
pitch. He just kind of had him out in
Muncy.
front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And that one fouled off. Muncy, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012.
Gonna really
No
need to
ball,
hang
2
in
strikes.
there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next
1
offering
ball,
misses down
2
and
strikes.
away. Pitch
2
misses
balls,
there,
2
and the
strikes.
count's even at 2. That's a
3-2.
ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The center
2
fielder,
outs, base
number
is empty.
44,
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Yeah, that's fouled off. Blind into right. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Pretty much a model
Now
swing on
batting,
that
the
one as he
shortstop,
ripped it into the
rookie,
opposite field gap. And
Betts.
I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Betts. And first offering is fouled off. Pajes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That one
Nope, that's a
just
ball.
misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Struck him out looking. Bottom of the 6th. And now Jorge Barossa. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down. And now the
Now
right
batting,
fielder.
number
Well, he's doing a
13.
nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And
That's a
ball 1
ball.
to the right fielder. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tucker puts it away. That's out number 2.
Now
So back
batting,
to the top
the
of the Arizona
shortstop,
lineup.
Geraldo
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
And it really looks
No
like
ball,
these
2
hitters
strikes.
have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo!
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now pitching for the
A new arm
Diamondbacks,
into the game, the righty,
number
Taylor
46.
Clark.
They know that he can
Taylor
get a right-hander out,
Clark.
but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder.
He's already
Teoscar
homered in this game.
Hernandez.
Off the
That's
mark
outside.
there. And it's 1-0. That clips a corner.
1-1.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2-2 the count.
That's off the mark, and the count's full.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one down the line, and foul ball. And they'll do it again. That one misses.
Inside,
So a
ball
leadoff walk.
When you go that
Up
deep
next
into
is
it at bat,
Tucker.
the hitter
right
usually
fielder,
comes out on top.
Kyle
Here's Kyle Tucker. Just missed. And that
Ball
one's a
two.
little bit low. And the count is 2-0.
No strikes.
And delivers
that's off the
outside. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that was one of
The
those
batter,
high
number
percentage
6.
advantage counts
Second
where
base.
batting averages are just so much higher. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Kim stands in now and watches strike one. Hernandez, the lead runner out at second. Tucker on at first with nobody out. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1.
Looking good, D-back.
Swing and a ball popped up. And the infield fly is called. So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That clips the zone. That's strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Let's get the easy two now. Let's go.
Ball one there. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. One run across. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. Relay throw home, and he's out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freeman.
Off the mark there. Ball one. Runner at second, 2 down.
Let's do it, D-back.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Freeman is retired. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
And he's got a
Now
nice
pitching
lead to
for
work
Los
with,
Angeles.
so he should come in throwing
Number
strikes,
51.
attacking these hitters.
Alex Vesia.
Ketel Marte
Leading
up
up
to the
for
plate.
the Diamondbacks,
He's a
the
guy who
second
does it
baseman,
all
Ketel
with the lack of contact in today's
Marte.
game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the
1-0.
pitch is outside, ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still
That's
very
ball
comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel
2
to the
balls,
baseball,
no strikes.
he's a threat deep into the count as well.
There's the strike, and a count 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte. Next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side, and that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking
The
ball
catcher,
there.
number 14.
2 down, base is
Gabriel
empty. And here's the catcher,
Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno. Missed with a
Ball 1.
changeup, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it stays fair.
Now batting, third baseman.
Man at first.
Nolan
So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo, come on, Diamondbacks.
That one's in there. Going 1. Just
Nope.
missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That clips the corner. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pajes on the move. And that'll do it.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Diamondbacks.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
58.
Cade Stroud.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for
Leading off
one in
for
a
the
close
Dodgers,
game.
The catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And a strike in there.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The 0-1
Yep,
is
that ball went
outside,
out.
and it's a ball and a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one ripped. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for
Now
some,
batting,
so that was
third
nicely
baseman,
done to beat
Max
the odds. Just a
Muncy.
solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And there's a foul ball. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. And they add to the lead. It's 7-0. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Come on, Diamondbacks!
Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Let's go, D-backs.
That one missed.
Good location, good take.
2-2
Sometimes
now.
you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate
outside.
into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second. And that one missing low. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just a simple ground ball.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Trey Jamison.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So they're at the corners now. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground, 2 ball. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Let's get 2 here.
And that's in there for strike 1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A 3-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on 3. It's 11-0. Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The big 6th spot already on the board this inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Let's go, D-backs. Woohoo! Come on, D-backs.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. That just misses. And a count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So man aboard. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Will Smith to the plate.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out. Swinging a foul straight back.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That's to third. Arenado sends it across to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated?
Let's get it going, D-backs.
There's a line drive to left field. Hauls it in for the out. And now the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Number 5, Alec Thomas.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The left fielder.
2 outs,
number
base is
1,
empty. Jorge Barrosa stands in now for the Diamondbacks. A switch hitter batting right. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
That misses, and the count 2-1. Foul ball. On the ground to first, Freeman. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Jameson back to work. Jameson, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 2-1 now. Lined into left center, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Santana makes the grab. 1 down. Mookie digs in here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
out.
find the zone. Muncy leads off first with one away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Turns and fires to Betts. That one the other way. He's got it. There's two away. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, number 13.
Number 13.
First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And
That's a
another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
The batter, number
Next
2.
up for the Diamondbacks,
Shortstop,
Geraldo Perdomo.
Perdomo.
Check swing. He went. Strike 1.
0-1.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Makes the catch for the out. So they're down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. They're down to their final strike.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Oh, he hit him.
Timeout.
And that got him pretty flush.
First base.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him
Now
with a
back,
pitch.
the designated hitter,
Diamondbacks
Pavin
down to their final out. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Marte around third. He will score.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Moreno in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is fouled back. The Diamondbacks down to their final strike. Foul ball still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering upstairs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
An 11-1 final. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.